Hello and thanks for staying with us on Africa Independent Television, AIT. Welcome to Democracy Today. I am Ijoma Osanu. Yes, it is 8 months, 39 weeks and 271 days to February 25, 2023, the E-Day for the 2023 presidential election. It is now clear that the ruling All Progressives Congress APC is in search of a magic wand to ward off the seeming dilemma over the choice of its presidential candidate. What could be described as a crowded contest is currently playing out as several aspirants, almost 24 of them, are on the sweepstakes for the sole presidential tickets.
Fellow Nigerians, we're seeking to elect a new president, a leader with professional skills, administrative ingenuity, and proven track records of performance. That man is Engineer David Nweze, Governor of Ebonyi State.
After 8 years in presidency, we give people the power. Nobody else will do that. Only Buhari. Oh, Buhari will give us power. We transfer the presidency to Iboma. Because you have conscience. Somebody like Nweze is a young man who fears God, who thinks about the poor like yourself. Give him power to lead Nigeria as a whole.
He is seeking nomination to contest for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the platform of the All Progressives Congress, APC.
You can take everything away from Dave, but you cannot take away his passion and his determination to change the narrative in this state.
Dave Umahi has the credentials, discipline and fear of God to achieve this. If he could transform Ebonyi State from its sorry state to a glorious state of world acclaim, he can make Nigeria the pride of the continent. Under Dave Umahi, the nation will experience unprecedented transformation.
Governor Umahi has done a lot for this state and for this zone.
He will remodel our infrastructure and human development approach and prioritize investments on industrialization, security, education, and healthcare delivery.
I have worked very closely with him. I am a young man, so dedicated, so committed, so intelligent to his cause than
Our power and transportation sector shall be comprehensively overhauled to engage the public and private sector to be productively valuable in the development of our economy.
have demonstrated extraordinary capacity to manage, to develop, and transform your state.
He will ensure sustained inclusive economic growth, bottom-top approach to job creation and empowerment, and will holistically address insecurity and corruption through value reorientation and subnational engagement initiatives. He shall give effect to community-based policing, decentralize the police structure, rejig the national security architecture, and guarantee the security and safety of all inhabitants, no matter their place of residence. His performance index speaks for itself. Ebonyi State is adjudged one of the best states in infrastructural development, transparency, prudent management of resources and progressive economic growth, and lowest incident of banditry.
I call you the Grand Commander of Transformation. The Akubaroa Buruburu.
Umahi introduced agro and tech-based innovations in the governance. Ebonyi State is now a leading phase of transformation in Southeast. He He will do more than this if elected President of Nigeria. David Umahi therefore appeals to all party faithfuls and delegates to vote for performance for the future of our children, to vote for a man that will create wealth for our population. Umahi is the man for the presidency 2023. He is counting on your support in this divine mission. Together, we shall build a nation of our pride. This message is from Engineer David Nweze Umahi, Governor of Ebonyi State.
25 bigwigs in the ruling All Progressives Congress are in the sweepstake for the 2023 presidential election. From now till the weekend, it's going to be very, very interesting with so much intrigues, horse trading. You will see a lot. Some of them will step down before Friday. Some of them will not want to step down. Who will be APC candidates for the 2023 presidential election? That's the big question. Joining me in the studio is a journalist, is an editor-in-chief for a Farmers Magazine online political analyst too. So he's wearing two feathers, and he's a journalist with over 3 decades experience who has worked in both the electronics and the print media, and also as a political correspondent. Amos Dunia, thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good evening, viewers.
Yes, by the way, Amos is equally a political scientist, so we have a neutral person in the studio to also look at what politicians will be saying. If we take a look at the Electoral Act 2022, categorically section 8049, it says a political party that adopts a consensus candidate shall secure the written consent of all cleared aspirants for the position, indicating their voluntary withdrawal from the race and the endorsement of the consensus candidate. It went further to say where a political party is unable to secure the written consent of all declared aspirants for the purpose of a consensus candidate, it shall revert to the choice of direct or indirect primaries. You see, they have so many of them. Governors seem to be the highest numbers in the aspirant list. So if we go by President Muhammadu Buhari's statement today, and also go by those who are capable, those who have done something in their states that should have been voted for, what will be your choice?
I want to think
25 aspirants.
Yes, 25 aspirants. There are those of them that have excelled in their various states. You have some of them that have performed creditably well when they were governors. Others have excelled in their various areas of discipline. But if you ask me, I will tell you that one governor really interests me because I've been opportune to visit his states, witness the developmental project he has put in place. And if you allow me to announce the name, I will tell you that I think the president was there not too long ago. He commissioned so many projects. I was privileged to be around them, and I was also privileged to have visited that state a few weeks ago. You know, I'm talking of Ebonyi State Governor.
There was a time they said it was. There was a time they said it was the Buhari's choice.
Yes, I will. In as much as I do not believe in the process Buhari is trying to adopt for consensus, I will have want a situation where all other aspirants will have stepped down for such a man for him to come to the national level to put into practice what he has done in the state.
But there's a question,
to go to that state and see what he has put in place.
There's a question on the issue of zoning. There's a question on the issue of zoning on the APC. Nobody knows whether the thing is going south, and if it is going south, is it going southwest? Is it going south-south? Is it going southeast? I'll have to come to you, Mr. Amos, because he has said it is not just infrastructure that we need. We also need the people development. And if you pick the Ebonyi State man as an example, what would you say about capacity building?
No, I was coming to that, and I will address it. The developmental projects are bringing in employment opportunities for the people. For instance, one of the most massive mall he built is going to create job for about 3,000 people. That's providing employment opportunities. That's taking care of the people. The road construction alone is opening up the rural areas where even the farmers will be able to now move their farm produce to the city and other places. You're getting it? Is it the hospital? It's also creating employment for people. Allow people to now have access to health care delivery and so on and so forth. The educational sector you talked about, from being a rural state and an agrarian state, David Umahi has lifted the state to a very appreciable standard that you can no longer compare it with other states that were before now more advanced, in quotes.
You know, it's surprising that a journalist of your standard is saying this.
Yes, I witnessed this, and I will tell you, the members of the guild of editors that were there, members of the NUD that were there, members of, I think, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists that were there, will all tell you the same story. You need to go there, you will be marveled at the developmental projects this man has put in place. 1 minute, let me finish. If you go and you visit, you will know. Because the challenge I have with most politicians like my brother Murphy is the fact that they don't want to always come out to speak the truth to Nigerians. The fact remains that APC has already made up his mind to go for consensus candidate.
From you, you're still holding on to your choice.
Yes, my choice remains.
Yes, you have to tell us your choice.
The project is handling and more of direct labor. So I don't know where Murphy came about with foreign contractors. The road construction is using concrete before laying asphalt on it. It's direct labor. Go there and see it. It's staff of the ministry, state ministry.
So you feel he has the capacity, capability? Does he have the clout?
Oh, absolutely.
Does he have the clout?
This man has been a chairman of a party.
Is somebody like David known in Katangura, somewhere in Katangura?
What does it take to know
the party?
You say
Thank you so much. So we've been you see, funny enough, the two persons we took in the studio today, they all have Mr. Amos Donia is an astute journalist and an editor. Thank you so much, Amos Donia. We appreciate.
Thank you so much.